What's up, Ed? What's going on, my guy? What's going on?
You know, Zach, we can't thank you enough. Our Pit Press podcast, which we started about 3 years ago, has really grown a lot as far as viewers, subscribers. We're almost up to 1,000. Got 998 right there on the line of 1,000.
Okay.
And your support has meant a lot to us, man. So I know you and Eric Moulton are very good friends. So on behalf of the Pit Press, we just want to thank you for all your support.
Absolutely. I love what you guys are doing, and I think it's very important. So as long as you guys are doing it, I definitely want to support it.
So, Ed, hey, this is how we kick this off, man. What's going on with the Pit Press? What's up?
We're going to have Tamaya Gary, Doris Gary's daughter, is doing really well at ABC.
Okay.
She's got several offers. We're going to have her on Wednesday along with Brandon Mason Jr. Going to have him on, too. He's he just made a commitment to another academy. I can't remember what the name of it is. I talked to Brandon yesterday, Brandon Sr., and we're going to also talk to Brandon Mason Jr. Brandon Mason Sr. and I talked about this, the TBT, and I mentioned you and I talk about it, that we're looking forward to seeing what Junior can do, because this is grown man ball, man. I don't have any doubt that he's going to do well out there as part of the TBT team that you're coaching. I saw your assistants, too. You've got Doris Gary, Chris Pettis. You got a good staff there.
Craig Snow.
Yeah. Got a great staff. So we're going to have them on Wednesday night. New Mexico's going to have some media accessibility at the Lobo men's basketball practice at 11 o'clock on Wednesday. My son and I will be there, and we'll talk about that as well. And just so you know, early warning, I'm going to be at the Mountain West Football Conference next week in Las Vegas. So maybe I'll give you a call from there, and we can talk about the football conference, the media days. All the
that would be great.
Yeah, this is our third year going, so we're looking forward to that. Eric Moulton and myself will be going up there to Las Vegas next week.
Yo, Zach, what's going on in the Mountain West football, on the Mountain West football side? Anything, Zach? You know everything.
Nothing too crazy
Nothing?
that I've seen yet. I mean, I'm getting excited for the season to start, and I can't wait to see what North Dakota State does as a full-time FBS member. That's pretty wild.
So, and just to let you guys know, Coach Eck has a bobblehead out, you guys. Coach Eck, the head men's football coach, has a bobblehead out. So, hey, you got to go to the Lobo website if you want to get a Coach Eck bobblehead. I just saw that drop. I think just recently, if not today, if it was not late last week, you guys. And just to throw this out there, I have my golf tournament with Zach coming up, and it's benefiting Special Olympics New Mexico, you guys. You can go to KennyThomasGolf.com, KennyThomasGolf.com if you want to register for that. I have some celebrities coming out, and I have some local guys. Coach Ray Birmingham. I got some of my teammates coming out. Clayton Shields, who you've heard on the show. David Gibson, Royce Only. I got some Breaking Bad people coming. Our county commissioner, Stephen Casada, and some other people as well. But, Zach, let's get back to the TBT, man. I don't know if you've seen the roster yet, but Donovan Dent, KJ Jenkins, CJ Nolan, Luke Hopt, Vance Jackson, Nelly Jr. Joseph, Corey Manigault, Mike Holyfield, Johnny McCants, is it Jamil Jones, and Brandon Mason Jr., which is what Ed Nunez was talking about. And then we have an opportunity to play in the pit here coming up here pretty soon, probably in the next week or so. But what's your thoughts there, man? This is my 5th year coaching, and we get to be on ESPN a little bit. But what's your thoughts there with that roster? I love how young we are. What
a stacked team, man. How are you going to split those minutes? That's going to be tough.
Well, Brandon, hey, if you think about it, Brandon Mason's going to tell me Donovan Dent's playing a load of minutes. Let's just put it like that. I'm just happy we got a younger point guard and somebody that can bring a different type of energy. But I'm going to have to play. I'm going to structure it based off of the flow of the game, you guys. What's your thoughts there, Zach?
Well, you have to. I'm just thinking about how you're going to play those 3 bigs, because you got Nelly. I mean, you've got Michael Holyfield coming back, and now you have Johnny McCants. So are you going to play McCants at the 4 instead of the 5?
See, the system is I'm going to go coach Amy Egan, you guys, the head women's coach. Her system, I'm running Princeton to where any given moment you can be in any given spot, and it's a matter of moving the ball and playing some great offense and sharing the ball. If you're not supposed to be shooting a 3 and you're big, you're not supposed to be shooting a 3, right? There's things that you know you can do, and there's things you can't do. I just love the fact that how it's going to flow. But what's your thoughts there, Ed?
You know what's up? You mentioned that. Now, you've got Nelly and Donovan that know each other. They've got chemistry. The reason I was so excited when I read the roster is you're merging Lobos from different eras together. You've got Corey Manigault and Luke Hopt, Vegas Vance, So you got a lot of different pieces here, and I think Zach is right to say, hey, and you are too. Where can we use these guys to have the best success? So I think the Princeton offense, which Coach Egan talked about, and you're familiar with it when you were at Sacramento, a lot of cutting, a lot of moving. Yeah. What's the best the best offense to put these guys in the best position? Vegas Vance, when he played here, Vance Jackson, man. Vance Jackson's a good ball player. He's a good player.
He's about 6'7", right?
Yeah, 6'7", wing, can drive,
athletic.
shoot.
Can he shoot a little bit mid-range, or can he?
He can stretch a little. He can drive to the basket. But I got to see, again, what kind of shape are Vegas fans in? Corey Manigault, Mike Holyfield, McCants. Have they been playing? Have they been working out? Because better than anybody, this tournament is not a joke, man. So if you're going to play in it, you better be ready.
See, and then Zach, we leave July probably the 19th, 18th, 19th. Our first game is July 20th. And then we get a chance to play the second game on the 23rd. So we're guaranteed at least 2 games, and it's the best of 3. So if we end up playing 3 games, we end up playing the 24th as well, the day before my birthday. Unbelievable. This tournament's always around my birthday, and then when B-Mace comes and asks, I always commit. But, yeah, man, what's your thought on the new rules, Zach? Rather than, single elimination, you're done, now it's the best of 3.
I like that better, to be honest with you. It depends on who you're playing, right? How you match up. But, those games where you lose by 3 or 4, if you get an extra game or 2, man, that makes all the difference, right? Especially when you're getting a group of guys together that haven't really played together before. I know we're talking about Donnie and Nelly, but outside of that, you need a little bit of chemistry, and then you only get so many practices before you get to play, right? So having that extra game will allow you guys to get in a groove.
Yeah, it's going to come down to being able to get that first game. I think that's going to take a lot of pressure off, and then it's going to determine if you're able to figure out some guys and you'll be able to mix up some things. That's what I really like about it. It's being able to allow an opportunity to where it's just not single elimination, to where you're playing for something bigger and better, and it's the field is very limited now too. So I like the format to where they're giving necessarily teams that might not get a chance in general to win, but it's giving them a chance to win the best of 3. What's your thoughts there, Ed?
You know what? I think, like Zach said, I think it's a better format. And I think the other thing, Kenny, that's why when I see you, you're a basketball mind, and I'm excited for you. Like, what are you going to do here? And I'm just thinking in my mind, I have to see it on the floor, because you mentioned Craig Snow and Doris and Chris Pettis, who are all great assistant coaches. And Craig used to be the assistant coach here with Alford, a coach in New Mexico Highlands. Craig has got, I still hear it when I was a referee. He coached at Bosque Prep, and I can still hear him calling out all these plays from the sideline when I officiated. So Craig and I got to be kind of friends, because I'd say, hey, Craig, you're running this or you're running that. And so I think, Kenny, you're going to have a roster with a lot of different moving parts that you can do a lot of different things with. And the other thing, too, Kenny, is, hey, sometimes you're going to say, let's play ball, man, make a play. Let them make a play, right? Because that's what it's going to come down to. That's right. So I'm looking forward. I'm excited for you, because, like I said, we've gotten close in doing the show together. So I'm excited for you and the TBT. I'm glad you're the head coach.
Yo, Zach, you're going to be right there, right next to me, probably giving me some advice. But don't you agree, if these guys are not going to play together, which is what I did, I jumped in our group text yesterday, with all of them. I'm like, if we play together, we have all the right pieces. It's a matter of sharing the ball and playing the right way to where you can be very unselfish and we can make some noise. I dropped that in the TBT group text. Only 2 guys, Craig Snow, put something on it, and then somebody else put something on it. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's all about buying in to be able to advance in this. Don't you agree?
Yeah, 100%, right? And then it's going to come down to who makes the plays, and then, not being selfish, like you said. John Stockton didn't care if he scored 20 points, but he also had 23 assists, right? So it doesn't matter how you light up the stat book as long as you're playing as a team and you're making things happen. So that's the way I see it.
And he was still an all-star. Yeah,
yep.
Hey, I hate to say this, you guys, and we don't want to talk about him, but, hey, this man called LeBron James, we got to talk about him. It's one of those things to where this man don't know where he's going. He's getting love from all over, even from Philly. I think he's changing the landscape to where he's going to make a decision here pretty soon. But We got to chop it up about some of these trades. I got to get my responses from my guy Zach about the LeBron situation. We will be right back. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I can laugh about that. That's pretty cool. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I'm having so much fun doing the show. And if you're tuning in, I appreciate you guys, as always, tuning in. I got Jonah in here with me today, you guys. And I got Ed Nunez from the Pit Press. Hey, Jonah, I didn't ask you. How you doing, my guy? I'm tripping, bro.
It's because the show started early, so we both got caught off guard.
See, that's
no,
what,
we're good.
see? Little system. What's up, man? You doing all right, bro?
Yes, I'm doing good.
You have a great weekend?
Yes, very eventful.
You go to the Bourbon and the Boots or something like that this week? What's the place up there?
No,
On Montgomery?
I didn't go there.
You went somewhere, though, didn't you? Tell him, Ed.
Bourbon and Boots. What's the real name of it? I didn't remember it.
Dirty Bourbon?
There
Yes.
we go. There we go.
Yes,
Bourbon
there you go. No.
I might like Bourbon and Boots better, man.
I'm just saying, see, I'm getting old. Sorry. I just wanted to embrace you because I slipped, man. I'm like, hey, you got the Vows hat on? Yeah, unfortunately. Are they going to be any good this year?
I don't know.
I have to see. I love it because you're keeping it real, though. My guy.
I'm the most unbiased person in sports you'll ever meet.
You go, my guy.
If I say the 49ers suck, I'll say that we suck.
Yeah, you guys got all kinds of crap going on over there with the 49ers. No comment. But I got, sorry. You see, I tried to change the subject for you. Jonah rolled his eyes, you guys. Ed Nunez from the Pit Press in here with me as well, and I got my guy Zach Brett on Capitol Ford, my guy. Yo, Zach, real quick, man. Now you got LeBron James talking about going to Minnesota and Denver, right? Like, what really sticks out to you? Cleveland, yes. Miami, okay. Philadelphia, hell no, don't go there. Now Minnesota, it's not an option. Denver or the Warriors, I could see that happening. What's your thoughts, my guy?
Well, honestly, when I'm reading that the Cavs are making room for Bronny James,
Told you.
He's going to Cleveland. I think he already knows where he's going. I don't know why he's playing it out the way he's playing it out. I guess he's taking a page out of Aaron Rodgers' book, but it'd be better if he just made a decision. If he doesn't go home, I'd be shocked.
I think he's going home. I think he's going back to Ohio. It's one of those things to where if he's leaving LA to leave all the Hollywood scene, you got to go back. What's bigger than that? New York, he's not going to New York. You got to go back home and finish there. That's my thoughts there, Ed. I know you don't want him to be a Laker anymore. He's going to ask for too much money. He's probably going to get 25 to 30 million easy. But what's your thoughts right there, Ed?
We just went over a list in Denver. That's kind of intriguing to me because you would have him and Jokic, and that offense would be. Jokic like is an amazing passer, as is LeBron. LeBron makes a lot of great plays. People try to, I had got into it. I'm not even his biggest fan, believe me. But somebody tried to say, oh, he's ball dominant. Yes, he is, but he makes good basketball plays for the most part. But I think it's funny when he left Cleveland a couple of years ago. Dan Gilbert was pretty upset with him, the owner of the Cavaliers, and I think they've since mended fences. But like Zach, I had heard that they are trying to make room for Bronny, and so that's certainly a good possibility. I would like him to stay away from the Western Conference. So stay in Cleveland. Denver, I think, is intriguing to me though, only because I'd love to see him and Jokic play ball together, man. I think that would be a good pairing. But I think the more the days go by, it's hard to say one way or the other. Golden State had emerged as the number one target, but then they can't get Anthony Davis. Washington has said no so far. So it's going to be interesting to see where he goes. I mean, the man is 41 years old. How many more years can he play? And the other thing I've got to say, the Lakers have added a lot of players. They're going to miss him. He did average 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. And sometimes when you needed a bucket, he could get it for you, a lob at the rim. They're going to miss him, and that's just the truth. He made a lot of plays for them over the years, and it's hard to get that guy when you need a bucket. He could get you one.
Yeah.
He could get you one.
Zach, you don't see Denver at all?
No, I can see Denver. He's going to have to take some significantly less money, and then he'll have to be the 3, right? He's going to have to play behind Jamal Murray. He's going to have to play behind.
Man.
And is he going to accept that role? And even if he goes to Cleveland, he's going to have to kind of play in that role. If I'm looking at it, I think Cleveland gives him a better chance to win now. I mean, Denver's good, but you got to. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, you got a point.
There, if he wins a championship, I think Cleveland has potential. We'll have to see. It's going to be interesting. I definitely don't think it's Miami. There's too many pieces that need to go to Miami. I know you get to play with Giannis, but I think that's out. And I still don't understand how Giannis and Bam are going to be on the floor at the same time. It's going to be interesting.
Oh, I think that can work. I really do. Because Giannis can space the floor. Giannis does multiple things. Bam is more like mid-range. I think that's going to work.
But Bam's not going to put the ball up 35 times a game with Giannis on the floor.
Oh, no. That's not an option anymore. You might as well cut that in half. He might get 12 to 15 shots a game, but he will be a focal point first. But obviously, Giannis is going to be the main guy, right? But then you got Andrew Wiggins that's there that just signed an extension with Miami. So it's going to be interesting to see how that unfolds. But, hey, man, one that sticks out to me is Ja going to Portland. Zach, I want your opinion on that because I feel like that could be a great move for him. But is he going to buy in? And is Portland like a dying situation right now? Because are they on the route of being the Minnesota, the Wizards? You know what I mean? And the Hawks. Is that an option? What's your thoughts there?
It's interesting to see because you bring Ja in, and now there's so many guards on that team. Who's the odd man out, right? Is it Drew Holiday? I bet you they moved Drew, but how do they all spare minutes right now?
Yeah, he got to go. There's no other way around it. There's no choice. But
and if so, where does he go? You know what I mean?
You talking about Drew or Ja? Ja's not going anywhere.
No, I'm talking about Drew because, I mean, you got Lillard and you got Scoot Henderson and Drew all at the point guard position, right? So who's the odd man out? I don't think it's Scoot. I think he's got
no. Scoot's not going anywhere.
But Drew's leaving. So where's he going?
Yeah, Holiday's going. So where can you see Holiday going? It's a lot of quite a few different places because he can start too.
He's a solid veteran.
Yeah.
He knows his role. So the Lakers had mentioned maybe acquiring him, but they just got handy from the Washington Wizards in a trade for Ayton, I believe, on Saturday. So there's definitely a lot of places he could be used. He's a solid player. But I think I agree with Zach and you. And then you got to remember Dame Time's coming back too. I'm interested to see how Lillard and Morant will play together. You know, you got one guy coming off a blown out Achilles who, when he was right, was one of the best guards in the league, man.
Yeah.
You know, remember, we saw him waving bye-bye to a lot of people when he hit those deep shots, right?
Yeah, he did.
Ja Morant has stepped back, man. He's stepped back a little bit. He's not the player he was a couple years ago. We talked about this the other day about this is the new opportunity for him in another city, and he's got talent. And you know what? Clayton, he sent us the Ja's top 20 dunks.
Yeah, he did.
And when you had to look at those and look at those objectively, he might have been right about it. You know, he's one of the top dunkers ever. I don't know if he was, better than Human Highlight or Dr. J, but Clayton had some greats. Daryl Dawkins, we shared some of his dunks. But is Morant that same player anymore? I don't know. And so I think for him it's a challenge. Yeah. And then you're going with the veteran there that's been in Portland. How are they going to mesh together? How are those egos going to mesh together?
Zach, what's your thoughts there real quick before this break?
I think he's spot on, man. Like, he's hitting everything on the head. What's weird about a lot of these trades and what I'm looking at, man, I got to see what the dynamic of these teams is going to be, man.
Yeah.
What kind of chemistry is out there. That's what's crazy. You know, what I like about the Knicks is they built a team around positions, right? Just like Golden State did originally when they had Bogut and Iguodala and Steph and Clay, right? It's a different dynamic. When you're putting super teams together like this, man, it's just weird to me. And I get the Celtics started it with Garnett and Ray Allen and Paul Pierce. But, man, those were role players in my opinion, right? Those guys signed up together kind of like Wade, Bosch, and James did. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yo, Zach, after this break, you want to talk some World Cup, my guy?
Yeah, man. How does Donald Trump swing like that and then get our player put back in and get his red card reduced?
That's exactly what I want to talk about. We're about to get in some FIBA, you guys. We got the USA taking on Belgium tonight at 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. I'm really looking forward to that, man, especially what USA did after that round of 32. We'll be right back. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I got Jonah in here with me today producing. And I got my guy Ed Nunez in here from the Pit Press. And I got my other guy, Zach Brandt, the owner of Capital Ford, here with me today. Yo, Robert, if you want to call back, you probably called right before the break, man. pick up the phone and you can call 505-246-0610 or you can text me 505-246-0610. Before the break, I dropped that the USA is playing Belgium tonight in the round of 16. They ended up beating Bosnia. I'm not saying the second name. If you don't like it, I really don't care. Bosnia. And here they are playing Belgium tonight at 6 Mountain Standard Time. Before the break with my guys, Zach dropped that President Trump actually put in a call to the head guy for FIBA, the president. And we got our guy, what's his name? Lauren
Balogun.
There we go. Our stud number 20 to be able to come back from his red card. That should not have been a red card because he was attacking the ball. It should have been a yellow card, if anything, to where we were able to come back, which is the original ban at first, and then the legal fight. U.S. Soccer's attorney argued video assistance referee was used incorrectly and threatened legal action with the Court of Arbitration for Sports. And then the White House got involved. And then the FIBA Disciplinary Committee used Article 27 of its code to freeze the ban. So, Zach, President Trump made a call, and this is where we're at. I should be happy, but it's a little unusual. What's your thoughts there, bro?
You know, for the fact that the Royal Belgian Football Association isn't party to the proceedings and therefore can't appeal the decision, I think it's huge in our favor, right? We need to win this game tonight, or this match tonight. My fear is, man, we'll need all hands on deck, and they need to be healthy coming in, against the tough Spain team. I think they picked Spain to win, and I know I'm putting the cart in front of the horse, but dang, man, we need everybody to stay healthy tonight. We need to win this match, and having him back is, I think, going to be the difference.
Lauren, he scored 3 goals already, Ed. He's obviously that guy that's in the middle that's bringing a lot of attention to the table. But you got to also keep in mind this USA team is playing very, very well. You got Malik Tillman. I think his last name is Tillman. That's playing some unbelievable ball.
Hit the free kick the other night.
Yes, he did.
Beautiful kick.
So I just feel like USA is playing some good ball right now. So what's your thoughts there, bro?
Haven't made the quarterfinals since 2002. This is a big match tonight for the Americans. And Balogun, they need him. There's no doubt about it. The things that are shadowing that, President Trump has a very close relationship with the FIFA president, and that those kind of things aren't, Belgium appealed that Balogun shouldn't be allowed to play, and they lost the appeal. But I think Zach's right. The Americans need every hand on deck, and I'm excited, man. We watched Mexico and England last night. My daughter-in-law, who is an avid soccer player and a soccer fan the way you are, and basketball the way I am, she was standing the whole time, let's go, and I told my wife we got to have her over again, so she really got me excited about that match last night. So my wife and I are looking forward to watching United States take on Bosnia at 6:00.
Well, I love the fact that the tenacity was there in that last game against Bosnia, especially when they did lose the guy out. And USA was still attacking and being aggressive, ended up getting that second goal. I just love the tenacity right now, but obviously with having him back, it's going to be a huge addition, right? So, Zach, we're going to go to the phone lines real quick. Let's go to Robert. Robert, you're on the Sports Animal with Kenny Thomas. What's up?
Yeah, I think Trump did a huge disservice to our soccer team and to our country as far as getting involved with FIFA. That's really none of his business. He needs to stay out of this politically. Even if we win tonight, it's going to be somewhat tarnished and just not going to be as successful as if he had just stayed out of this altogether. Yeah. So I think he made a big mistake, and the problem is nobody's going to tell him about it. Have a great day.
Well, and Robert, you're right. So what does that mean for the red card that Jarrell got for England last night, right?
Yeah.
Are they going to try and play the same card?
Yeah.
Now there's precedent that's been set.
I totally agree. What's your thoughts there, Ed?
I thought Ronaldo or somebody else got one, Zach, that was overturned. There were some other circumstances. Certainly, Balogun's not the only one. But the FIFA is a politically motivated, charged organization.
Yes, it is.
Giovanni Infantini, very close to the president, President Trump. So there is going to be some. And you know what? Robert's a very thoughtful caller, man. Robert listens, and then he, hangs up There's two Roberts, and I'm talking about the Robert that just called. That guy thinks about his calls, and then he'll say, hey, I'm going to listen off air. So he takes time before he calls. And I think in some cases, a lot of people think that President Trump shouldn't get involved. Others are saying, hey, we need all the hands we can get, and it's true we do. It's going to be a tough. I think Belgium beat the Americans 5-3 earlier in a free game. Earlier, about 2 months ago, Belgium beat the United States. So, hey, just seeing the excitement though around the World Cup. You saw the Mexican players last night when they lost. Oh man, they were crushed. Yeah. They're crushed. Yeah. The fans in Mexico City. You saw the watch parties even here. Ned James was in Los Angeles, and Ned showed me some video of the watch parties and people lining up at stores in Los Angeles to get jerseys. Man, I think it's given me a new look at the World Cup.
And Mexico was one of those teams that were not expected to get to this point, obviously. But I don't know. Whichever one of you two guys would know, how did Mexico get an opportunity to play in Mexico the way that they did?
Yeah, you know what? I'm not sure about that.
Zach, you know how that works, bud?
Yeah. So when they came together and they selected North America, we didn't have enough stadiums to offset what we need or to field all the games or all the matches. So what they decided to do was incorporate Canada and Mexico. And then I think it just fell based on travel, right? So they ended up at home, just like we're ending up at home in LA, right? And Canada got to play in Canada. So it was North America that was hosting the World Cup, not the United States.
And just to let you guys know, Mexico lost to England 2-3. You guys, England won. You guys, Brazil, Norway. Hey, obviously Brazil was the top dog when coming into this one. Norway, the big fella in the middle, he's about 6'3", 6'4". I can't think of his name.
6'5", Erling Haaland.
Yeah. Talk about
he's a beast.
He's a beast.
and
then he has no facial expressions or anything. Yeah. And then after he scores, it just looks like it's still the same face. But Norway beat Brazil, man. Nobody expected that. What's your thoughts there, Zach?
Upsets are going to happen. The physicality of these matches has been phenomenal. And I'll tell you what, the one thing that I've noticed as I've been watching the World Cup this year, there's way more parity, right? I thought that England was going to dominate the Mexico match last night, and it would behoove myself to not say that Mexico had the ball on England's side of the field more than England did last night.
Did.
Right?
They did.
And then the fact that England held it together and won, being down one guy, was incredible.
Yeah. Right. What you got, Ed?
Erling Haaland of Norway is one of the tournament leaders in scoring. He's got 7 goals along with Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe of France. So they're racing for the Golden Boot. I love Norway afterward. They get that drum out, man. They start the Viking rowing. You got to love those traditions from other countries. So anytime that they win, I love their traditions. I really do.
Victor Hovland, if you don't know who he is, he's on the PGA Tour. He just played a playoff game against Scotty Scheffler last weekend, you guys. Not this past one. This past one was the John Deere. And Chris Got Up. My bad. Got Up actually won that tournament this past weekend. So it's pretty cool that Norway is actually getting these opportunities and the recognition. Just saying, I didn't expect them to beat Brazil. But Zach, you got anything else you want to add to that before this break, bro? We got a caller.
No. Let's keep going.
Go ahead, Zach.
No, let's go.
Okay, my bad, my guy. I thought I heard you say something. Yo, we'll be right back. I got one more segment with my guy Zach. Zach, what do you want to chop it up with when we get back, man? What do you want to talk about?
Let's dive into some Lobo basketball. We haven't done that.
Okay, let's do that.
I'm excited to see what's coming.
That would be Ed Nunez. That is not Eric Strauss, you guys. That was Ed Nunez from the Pit Press with his phone.
That's my first time, man.
I want to get Ed's take on the roster for the upcoming season.
Oh, Lobo season.
Lobo basketball, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. We'll be right back, you guys. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I got my guy Ed Nunez in here with me, and I got my guy Jonah producing today, you guys. And I got my guy Zach Brandt, Capital Ford Santa Fe, who sponsors Unfiltered, who supports everything I have, who's my brother. Just put me in a nice vehicle, new one. Thank you, my guy. Got that new Expedition 2025. It's rolling. It's nice. Thank you, my guy. I got to acknowledge it, man. You didn't expect me to do that, but I got to say it. Thank you.
Yeah. What do you think about that new Expedition? A little different than the old one, right?
Man, I'm floating. Then you me tell you how I'm floating. I feel like I'm in the gym again because I used to. Hey, if you know me, I was a ballerina on the floor. I feel like I'm like a ballerina, man. And then you told me to put on cruise control. I put on cruise control on the freeway, and I felt like I was gonna fall asleep.
That's awesome.
You can't even feel it. It doesn't even feel like it's moving, man. I got those jumbo tires on there. It's like heaven. Just saying.
Well, you guys were smart. Both you and Felicia both took advantage of the employee pricing, right? Felicia's getting her Bronco today.
Hey, bro, it's a matter of just coming out and trying to figure out how this rolls, bro. That's, you know what I mean? Hey,
Yes,
so with that said, you guys, Lobos, there's a lot of different action going around. We got Chris Howell coming back. We got some new additions. We got Jake Hall coming back as a sophomore. Uriah Tenet coming back. Hudson Hayes, who's a sophomore that's transferred from UC San Diego, where Coach Olin actually came from. We got Dax Hall coming back, who's a freshman. That's Jake Hall's brother. Ed, my guy from the Pit Press, bro. I know you've been around the team the last week or so. What's your thoughts on some of the new faces that we have? We got some foreigners here. You have to figure out their names. But, yeah, what's your thoughts there, bro?
We just had Hudson Mays on last week on the Pit Press, and we mentioned the grandson of the late, great Roger Brown of the ABA, and his dad, Derek Mays, played in the NFL. His mother was also a star athlete as well. So a lot of gifts for this young man, very deep thinking, very intelligent young man with a high basketball IQ and an upside that I think Lobo fans are really going to appreciate. He's one of their big signees. He's 6'5", 200 pounds as a sophomore. But I just watch his game, and he's really smooth. The thing he's working on, he mentioned, is shooting the basketball better.
Yeah.
He's trying to improve his three-point shot. So I asked him on the show, are you working on your mechanics, shots up, balance? What are you working on? Follow through? There's so many things for a shooter. So I really, we enjoyed the interview with him. But I think there's a lot of questions, Kenny and Zach, around the big guys that they recruited. Are they going to be Federico Grani? He's 6'9". He's one of the big guys that they brought in here. Finn Lastring, he's a 6'10" freshman, but if you look at him, he's slight of build. So
are any of these big? I'm not trying to put you. I hate interrupting you.
No,
but
you're not.
When you drop these last two big dudes, are they? Obviously, they're not post up big dudes, right? But are they guys that can make some noise happen, right? From the standpoint of, do you see them disrupting some things to where they can score around the basket, finish around the basket? You know what I mean?
I think that still remains to be seen. They got AJ Pierre Jerome, who's 6'9". But I think one of the things, I go back to your era, you own that paint, man. I knew if you threw it in you're going to drop step. The thing that Kevin Henry, we still talk about that. Kevin Henry made a living off of your passes on the double team. Boom, pass back out. Kevin, he didn't shoot that way when you left. And I don't mean that in a bad way towards Kevin. You drew a lot of double teams.
Yeah.
So who's that guy for me? Who's that guy supposed to give me that rebound to end that defensive possession? We don't know who it is yet. Ritas Petrides, the guy from Air Force, went to Cal last year.
Cal and Air Force transfer, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a guy. He's 6'7". He's going to get you some rebounds. But who can I throw the ball into that's going to get me some points per possession when I go in the post?
Yo, Zach.
Who's that guy?
Zach, this is just me, but I think we're going to have to figure that out. But if I have to choose, I'm going to stand behind the backcourt with Uriah Tenet and Jake Hall, right? I'm really looking at Uriah Tenet to light it up this year, right? And Chris Howell. Between those two guys, what's your thoughts? That's just me.
Yeah, I think so too. And based on what I'm seeing and the type of players we're getting, and I know you guys may have gotten to see them a little bit, but I see this as a run and gun team with some bigger guys, right? I don't know that we have a traditional post in there, Kenny. I'm looking at how these guys are all listed in their forwards, right? So are we going to be a run and gun squad?
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see. And then Eric, I got to ask you, how are we going to replace Scott Waterman? I mean, that's probably the only other coach out there that has the type of pedigree that Olin had at the D2 level, who has now taken the head coaching job at New Mexico Highlands.
He meant to say Ed.
Yeah, no, that's all right. That's right.
Sorry, yeah.
No, that's okay. You know what's a good question? Scott Waterman, when you were gone, Kenny, about a month ago, had him on the radio here.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, he's at Highlands. And so I texted him last week. And believe me when I tell you this right now, New Mexico Highlands is a mess. They've got some issues with the NCAA. Now, I didn't tell Coach Waterman that, but I know because I know people up at Highlands, man. Right now, they're going through some athletic, they're looking at them with a microscope because of things that happened when Coach Waterman wasn't there.
I heard.
So, he's, and I like him a lot. And I think you're right. You're right there, Zach, about, that Coach Waterman did a good job when hearing Coach Olin has some great assistant coaches, but Coach Waterman wanted to be a head coach again.
What you got, Zach?
Yeah, I look at his pedigree at the D2 level, right? And then he came to work at UNM for free. He volunteered his time last year, which I got to commend him for. The fact that he got another job is awesome. But man, he saw the game in a different way, and those are going to be some big shoes to fill.
You got that right. Because somebody asked me to come up there and coach. I was like, no. Thanks, my guy, as always. I appreciate you, bro. You're busy. I appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
Tell the family I said hi. I'll talk to you soon, my guy.
Take care, Zach.
Much love.
Okay.
Listen to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with your boy KT on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. I don't know. I just decided to change up the intro, you guys, from Kenny Thomas to KT. But I got Jonah in here with me producing today. Jonah's probably thinking I'm crazy or something today.
Put KT on the podcast, so it's fine.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Sometimes you gotta just switch it up. And I got Ed Nunez in here from the Pit Press with me, you guys. And the man, the myth, the legend, the radio talent, the extraordinary Eric Strauss just rolled up in this joint.
I got a good one to that. Talents on loan from God. I know you remember that. I know you remember. Limbo, and then he'd rattle the papers. Yeah. Talents on loan. Yeah. I don't think I forgot that, man. Although I didn't listen to him.
I've been doing more of that lately. I've been
do you do that?
Yeah, I was like, because my voice was out after I came back from Colombia. And I was like, even with broken larynx, I'm better than 90% of all the other hosts.
So tell us one more.
That's the first time I've ever done
I like that.
You're better than all the other hosts. Yeah. What?
I was just joking.
No, you are.
Calm down.
What?
I'm a humble guy. I'm a very humble guy.
But
20 plus years in the business, my butt.
Yeah, you've been in the business 20-some years.
Yeah, you're a legend.
They just don't put anybody in front of a mic now. Remember that.
That's true.
Hey, and I don't call anybody a legend outside of myself.
Yeah. You're a little more legend than I am.
No, you're legendary, man. Everybody listens to you over on the KKOB.
Yeah, I have a good following.
You kidding me, bro?
Yeah.
What's going on with you, though? What's
Nothing,
going on at the top
went
of the hour?
to the lake.
Okay.
Went to the lake.
For the fourth?
Boat broke down twice.
See, that's why I don't do that.
Break out another 1,000, right? Isn't that what they call a boat, right? Break out another 1,000.
That's why you work all week at your DMV.
Yep.
To pay for the boat.
Yep. It's an old 1975, 1997 Mastercraft. So it's a cool little boat.
Okay.
Closed bow. It's got some classic styling. It's a cool little boat.
So what's going on at the top of the hour, my guy? I got to promote your show.
We're doing Monday Blues. Monday Blues today. We're going to talk. I don't want to
just tell me no. Keep going because I'm going to get political with you a little bit.
It's a little propaganda. We're going to talk about this word fierce. So I downloaded this really dumb Deb Holland video. It's really dumb.
Because she's fierce?
Oh,
is she fierce?
Oh, yeah. She's fierce.
Or is she quiet as kept?
She's fierce.
Okay, she's fierce?
Real fierce.
Okay, I'm going to see if you think somebody else is fierce.
Okay, yeah.
So there's this man called Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Our Presidente.
Yeah.
Our CEO and chief and commander and assault and blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
So our USA kid got suspended.
Yep.
Red card.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
You can pronounce his name.
Lauren Balogun.
There we go. That dude.
Lauren Balogun.
Scored 3 goals already. He's the top dude, right?
Yep.
With that said, Donald Trump intervened and called out to the president of FIFA.
Yep.
Got it overturned.
I brought it for you, that story.
And got it overturned. And I couldn't wait for you to get here because I'm like, Ed, I'm opening this up with him in this conversation. Now, this is the part where I got a problem.
Okay.
He should have kept his ass in a seat from the perspective of if we win, there's going to be some scrutiny there, right? Like, think about it. Like, he should have left this alone. I'm sorry. But what's your thoughts there?
Although, I think Holland's red card player, they appealed, and I think he's coming back as well.
Well, they don't have a choice now, right?
Yeah,
Because that just happened. That's a given. We talked about that before you came.
And I will say this. Having watched that foul, do you believe it was a justified red card?
No. On our side, no, it was a yellow. He was attacking the ball. The ball was there.
Ball was there. He got caught up on the ankle. So, again, the real problem with Donald Trump is anytime he gets involved with anything, there's going to be a measured level of hatred and blowback. That's just the political climate we're in.
Well, that's anybody from that perspective.
Okay, if Obama did that,
yes,
you'd be like, oh,
yes,
man,
because he's black and he went and saved another black man. Yes, and
I don't
I'll
think
say it. We're not going political. I just wanted your perspective.
People loved Obama. I mean, Obama was, people loved that guy.
Yeah.
And the people that hated him, I don't think hated him in the way they hate Donald Trump. It seems like a different kind of vitriol. It really does.
You know what? I would beg to differ, sir. I would beg to differ, but
I don't know about
we said we wouldn't make this political because we can go on and on and on.
Well, we can make this about soccer
some
and
opinions
political
too in regards to that. Because let's face facts. A lot of people did hate Barack Obama because he was the country's first black president.
Yes.
We've got to be honest.
Yes.
Before that, there was 43 presidents that were not black. And look, I try to respect every U.S. president because that's a heck of a job. And, think about it. We turned 250 years old, right?
Yep.
And it's the American experiment is still here.
Well said.
Right?
Yep.
We're all Americans here, man.
Yep.
So I watch every president. I don't care who it is because I want to see how they lead.
Yeah.
And that doesn't, Donald Trump, I guess, has done some good things, but to me, there's been things that I don't agree with. It's like with any other president.
I think he weighs in on too much stupid bleep.
Now, this is one of those
this
things.
This has been my head scratcher with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
He weighs in on dumb little crap he doesn't need to weigh in on.
And this is one of them.
And see, with this one, again, would they have overturned this without Donald Trump intervening?
No.
He's close to that.
There has been,
president. You know that.
There has been 189 red cards called in the history of World Cup, and they've only overturned one because of a other reason. But other than that, they has never happened.
This is the second time.
Yes, but the rules were different in 1964.
Attaboy, Jonah.
So this has never happened.
Thanks,
huge.
Jonah.
That's huge. That's a huge stat.
Look, and the problem is this the right thing to do? Yeah, because I don't think it was a justified red card to begin with.
Well said.
But it's
now,
sports. Sports. We are looking at this, like, all of sports. There are going to be calls that we don't agree with. Like the one that comes to mind, Saints Rams. It was a blatant pass interference call, but they never overturned it. No matter how much we think that is bad, it's just sports.
I don't disagree with that, but I think this is one of those things where cooler minds can prevail. If Donald Trump's name is attached to it, it's going to be horrible no matter what, because 50% of the country's going to love it, 50% is going to hate it.
That's fair.
That's the reality we're in.
I'll give you that.
And at the end of the day, I was super happy about it because I love the American national team.
Without a doubt.
I'm super happy.
After we win, and then after we win, we're gonna look at countries are gonna look at us because if they're in a position of power, to where because Trump is buddy with the head guy for FIBA.
Yeah.
Why should that happen? You see what I'm saying? So it's like we're kind of screwed either way.
But let me say this to that as well. I don't know of another country in the world that really truly loves America.
That truly what?
Loves America. Like, we're not the most liked country to begin
you're
with.
talking about other countries liking us? Because I'm like, I love this country.
I know, but other countries, I don't think, if you did a popularity contest of countries throughout the world, we'd be like 10th. I think we'd be in 10th place at best.
Why is everybody trying to come here then and be free?
They like what we have, but they don't like. It's. I did a show on this. I did a show on this one time called Schadenfreude, right? Because as standards of living go, if you don't have a microwave and your kids don't have a cell phone, that's a bad thing in America. Like in other countries, 95% of the world is still squatting to poop. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
So there's a lot of animosity towards us anyways.
That's fair. What's your thoughts on here before I take this call?
Okay, think about the way this country was built. And that's why sometimes people have a hard time with the President Trump and what he says. Now, you said that. There's things he shouldn't get involved with. I definitely agree with that. But that job, let's be honest, it's the hardest job to be a leader of. And my thing about America, look around any street corner in the United States and see the diversity on any street corner. That's what I love, is to see Americans from all walks of life. That's my love of America. When I went to Highland, that was the most diverse school I ever saw in my life, man. We had it all there. So we're all Americans. I hate people saying, oh, well, he doesn't belong here. They don't belong here. That kind of crap really ticks me off.
Oh, it ticks me off, too, because...
I did recently, I know I don't like getting political, but they applied for a mosque down in the North Valley, and there was a big controversy with that. And in my opinion, if they follow the permitting, and that's why people came to this country, religious freedom.
Yeah.
So for me, I didn't have a problem with that. Like, if you want to open up a mosque, you have the permits, you want to build your mosque, that's America. Yeah. And that's who we are.
I totally agree.
I mean,
I agree with that. It's freedom.
Freedom.
That's why.
And we're losing it daily.
Hey, Howard, you're on the Sports Animal with Kenny Thomas. What's up, man?
Hey, Eric, where was that mosque going to be located? I'm a resident of the North Valley.
It's in the Ranchitos area.
Wow, that's not far from me. I live just around the corner.
There's a big article in the Journal on that. Are you there, buddy?
What's up, Howard?
Yeah, I heard you. Yep. Oh, by the way, hello, Kenny. Sorry about that.
No,
man.
you're good, bud. What's up? No, you're good. What's going on?
Okay, so the purpose of the call, the most egregious call in sports history is Des Bryant caught that football.
Oh, I remember that. Do you remember that catch?
Of course I do.
Yeah.
I
you remember that.
I did. I was so certain he caught it. I went to the bathroom for a break, and I came back, and they said no catch.
I don't know how they called that no catch. You do? I may not.
I'll probably have to see it.
Yeah.
I think the thing I hate the most about this red card situation with soccer is it has people talking about soccer so much. The only time I ever watch is when I'm having trouble sleeping. Because I'm just not a soccer guy. It's NFL or NBA.
Dude, I am locked in on this World Cup. I have been having a blast.
I am too, actually.
I've watched every game, my man. I got to disagree with you. It's been a lot of fun.
And then you know what, Howard? People will send text messages. I want to talk football. Like, I'm trying to mix it up, man.
Football will be here soon enough.
I'm talking football. Football. Like, they talking.
Soccer.
They talking soccer, though. Yeah. What else, Howard?
Transparency. I've been watching, too. I mean, it's really kind of exciting what the United States team is doing, and you know, being that we live in the greatest nation in the world, we gotta watch, right?
Yeah,
without a doubt.
Yep.
Without a doubt.
I'm super excited for tonight.
Thanks, Howard.
On air. Yeah, I've got to be on air tonight.
Yeah, and the game starts. The game starts at 6. But hey, I missed you, my guy.
I missed you too, buddy. Sorry, we got political.
No, it's a part of it's soccer. It's a part of it, right?
Just make sure you mention on your show. We held our own here, man. I'm tempted to call your show. I still might.
Let me finish this with one thought.
No, go ahead,
and
man.
I will tell you this, and this is honest from the bottom of my heart. I hate every president except one. I literally hate politicians. I think they're all full of bleep. They all out for themselves. I think it's our job as American citizens to question everything every politician does, regardless of party and affiliation.
But we'll never get it.
But that's me. So the only president I love is George Washington. And the only reason I love that guy is because he didn't want to be president. And that's the guy that's doing it for the right reasons.
And he stepped down when they wanted him to run again.
They wanted to make him king.
He said no.
They literally, he wins this war, and they want to give him the keys to the kingdom. And you're like, brah. That's what I just fought against.
Didn't George like the black folk?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, he owned slaves, too. He did. Most of those early presidents did. Those were the times.
Well, it was a given, but was he a good one? I can't remember.
You know what?
I think he was a good cat, dude.
Was he a good one? Okay, I thought he was a good one.
Yeah, we come back. I want to finish that. Just what I'm saying about the presidents. If that's okay.
You can take Ed.
I just want to make sure.
Ed.
I don't want to get too upset. I don't want to go politically here.
Hey, I haven't had you both on, and this is probably the deepest political,
too deep
concept conversation that we've had, period. And it deals with soccer. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Man.
America.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I got Jonah in here with me. I got my guy Ed Nunez from the Pit Press in here with me as well. And I got Eric Strauss. You can catch him over on KKOB at the top of the hour for Monday Blues. Ed, go ahead, man. Finish your concept of your what was presidents?
You mentioned Washington, and I got to tell you that on Netflix,
George
I watched Washington. I watched Lincoln. I watched FDR. I watched Teddy Roosevelt's. So Jefferson and Grant are next. And I learned a lot. So I understand where you're coming from. But I looked at the challenges that all those presidents that I talked about faced, and I had a newfound respect, especially for Washington. He's outgunned, outsourced, outmanned, crossing the Delaware. Now, the French helped us. We don't have the French's help. We don't win that.
Oh, yeah.
But some of the things that Washington went through, I'm like, how did the heck did they ever, the old flag.
Dude,
with
the cold.
What's
the cold.
That? Yeah.
The freezing bitter cold.
They almost quit on him.
Yeah.
His army's starving at Valley Forge.
Yep.
And so I look at him, I'm like, wow, I was just so impressed. And then Lincoln, remember, Lincoln went through hell to keep the Union together, man.
Yeah.
He could have told the CSA, go ahead. Go ahead. He didn't. And, there's things that he did during that time that he declared martial law, this and that. Those were different times. He did the best he could.
Yeah.
So, anyway, those are just things that I've watched. I can't wait to watch the Jefferson one.
Yeah.
And Ulysses S. Grant, to me, was the best general in the Civil War, for sure. Yeah.
What you got on that, Eric? Anything?
No, it's people forget, and it's funny because the French helped us in that war, and then in World War II, they laid down and just, you're like, where's the French spirit? Anyways.
Yeah. You're still mad about Wembanyama about that.
I don't like,
because he's French.
and he didn't shake hands, and he skipped his press conference, and blah, 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 and he's a dirty player. Anyways.
Let's go to the phone lines. Is this Charles or Charlie? You're on the Sports Animal with Kenny Thomas. What's up?
How you doing, Kenny?
Who am I speaking with?
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know we're talking about presidents, and we're talking about Donald Trump, we're talking about, okay, I have a professional soccer player, my granddaughter, and she's leaving to Germany here pretty soon.
Okay.
And she's played against just about everybody with Orlando Pride and all that. But anyway, I just wanted to say I got clients coming in, and they just don't like America. This guy's from Iraq, and he's an official. And he officiates here in town, and he's a client of mine, and he says, anybody but the USA. And I said, wait a minute.
What?
I kind of took it in, but
a lot of people don't
come
like
on, man.
America.
You live in the USA, your wife's a doctor, you work at Sandia Labs, and you say that? Oh, I'm about ready to get rid of him. And I've got rid of a lot of customers, man, and I've been doing it for 56 years. But I just thought I'd throw that out there because I think what Donald Trump did was right. That was not a red card. I talked to my granddaughter. It was ridiculous. And they have a system there where they check this thing, and that doesn't work to see what the foul was. So what I'm getting at is a lot of these people come to this country, and they don't like this country. But we will win tonight, and I'm an American, a Vietnam vet, 68 to 70, and I'm almost 77, and Ed knows me because I've talked about it. But when I speak with the true work, and and she's leaving Germany pretty soon. Okay,
thanks, bud.
But anyway,
she's
the one that gives me all the scoop on the World
soccer.
Cup and all that. And I think Trump made the right decision. Yes, this guy's name is Sam Obama. Okay,
thanks, bro.
Yes, okay.
Thank you for your service. Thank you. You have a good one. Okay, thank you. Yeah,
It's not my fault, Kenny.
Hey, it's nobody. Nobody's blaming anybody. It's what's happened, and it happened in FIBA.
Yeah.
And we have the game that's kicking off in 30 minutes. It's a part of what happened.
I'm going to call your show, make it a sports show. Is that all right?
Yes, come on.
This was no politics. Are you kidding me? It came into play. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was a great discussion, honestly.
Yeah.
Rick is going back to Cleveland.
Apparently, you guys are about to get me in trouble, Eric and Ed. I need to go back to sports.
Who said? Who said, man?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 90. Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 The Sports Animal. I got Jonah in here with me producing you guys. I got Ed Nunez in here from the Pit Press with me as well. And I got my guy Eric Strauss in here. You can catch Eric at the top of the hour on KKOB for Monday Blues. You got to check out my guy. Been doing it for 20 plus years. Yeah. Eric, I'm coming to you, man.
Yeah.
And I haven't had a chance to ask you this question as of late. LeBron James, I know you're not a fan.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan myself.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what the man is doing is legendary. Just saying. The fact that he's getting a choice.
For sure.
He's getting to decide once again on where he's going to go. If it's Cleveland, now you got Minnesota in the mix. You got the Warriors that was there.
Yep.
You got Denver in the mix now. I don't know if you know that. Yeah, Denver's in the mix. I thought you might like that one with Jokic.
Spicy. Yeah.
But I don't know, man. For some reason, my gut's telling me he's going to the Cavs. And there's rumors out there that Bronny, his son that signed with the Lakers for $2.3 million, might be figuring out a way to get to Cleveland.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts there on LeBron?
I do feel sorry for Bronny.
Why?
Anytime you're in the shadow of
his
your
daddy's a billionaire. Don't feel sorry for him.
That's true.
His daddy, don't do that.
Point well made.
Don't do that. That man got a multi-million-dollar Nike deal.
He's a billionaire
because of his dad.
Yeah, he is.
LeBron James is a billionaire. First NBA player to ever be a billionaire and be actively playing.
Yeah, and good for LeBron. He's older. I think he brings still 25 points a game, pretty much, right?
Fair, 20.
Right, 20.
21. You got 21 last year.
21 points a game. I mean, who wouldn't take that?
Yeah.
But I'm wondering what he gets. What do you pay LeBron at this point? 20?
Well, Ed doesn't want to pay him 30, right? Like he thinks his Lakers should not have paid it. Like, is LeBron going to take 15, 20 million? I think he has to be in that range. Especially if you're going to help the team to where you can like bring in some weapons and be able to put guys around him to where they're building around their future. If LeBron is not going to take 15 to 20, this is me saying this, and I firmly agree with this. He's not helping that team to be successful for when he's done. And I think that would be selfish as hell. What's your thoughts there?
He said that, I want to play competitive basketball. And what is he, 41? He could realistically play 2 good years, we think, right?
Easy.
Somebody said maybe till 45, which we've never seen or even talked about. So I think you're right there. If he's going to go to a team, he can't take 50 or even 30. He might be that last piece. Denver's intriguing to me. Yeah. If I was him, I would think about Denver.
That's his best opportunity for a championship.
I think so, too.
Well, think about it. You got the Cavs, though. You got James Harden. Obviously, if you have LeBron and James Harden, they can complement each other when it comes to scoring. You got Donovan Mitchell that's there. You got to think about the big fellas, too. You got Jared Allen, and you got Evan Mobley there. In Denver, you got Jokic. Yeah, those two guys, Jared Allen, they're shot blockers.
Yeah.
And Evan Mobley's getting better. But who's going to help complement? I like Denver a lot, but I see him in Cleveland better based off of the players. But who's going to complement? Who's going to help Jokic and LeBron outside of? Come on, you got Jamal Murray. Come on, man. I'm not banking on Jamal Murray.
You don't like Jamal Murray?
I don't dislike him.
Nice,
but I would rather have Mitchell in Cleveland than Jamal Murray.
Yeah, Mitchell's.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I got you guys thinking about this now. I really thought about it. Like, if I was LeBron James, if he wants to win, I'd go to Cleveland.
Man, why don't I see James Harden playing well with in my mind, I can't get around how those two fit together.
James Harden's going to have to shut up, and LeBron, they're both going to have to play a role.
Yeah.
And I think they could complement each other because James Harden took a pay cut. He took a salary cut. He didn't pick up his option this year. So just saying, they might be creating some space.
They're both ball dominant, both of them are. But I think Harden. I've told you this. I don't think he's a champion. I don't. I mean, he's a great player. He can score.
Horrible defender.
But yeah, at this point he's not a defender. But I've just never. When it's come to the playoffs, again, this guy. Remember 10 years ago? Gosh, man, how good was he? But I've never seen. It's like Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony, to me, a front running gunner. Did he make anyone better? Yeah. Yes, he could score. Yes. But who did he make better? So I don't know. I kind of agree with you there, Eric. I don't know if that's a great spot for him. I don't know. I'm going
to tell you guys, when King James comes to that team in Cleveland, I see James Harden playing different under him.
I would think so, too. He was going to defer to LeBron, and as is most of the roster, but you don't want to take that away from Mitchell. These are budding stars, man. Yeah. So you have to think about that because when LeBron comes in with his whole culture, things change. They do.
You got to also keep in mind it's changed now. You got 2-3 stars on a team. Back in the day, the most stars I had on a team was with the Sixers, and we had Glenn Robinson, Big Dog. We had Keith Van Horn, and we had Allen Iverson, right? Everybody else had to, including myself, we had to get in where we fit in, right?
Yeah.
So it's like they were already starting to stack them up. It just seems like since LeBron started that decision situation in Miami, it just seems like everybody's just really, really started stacking them up like 3 deep. Yep. That's just me. What's your thoughts there?
Does he fit in with the Golden State Warriors?
No. I don't see it.
He's not going there.
I don't see it happening.
I think he's going to Cleveland.
I think they're too old. I don't think they're young enough, to be honest. Now I think about it.
Draymond, they got Steph. They wanted to get Anthony Davis, but the Wizards aren't moving off of him. And would you take Anthony Davis? He's a great player, but the last 4 years he goes in the lineup. He's hurt every other game. It seems like he peaked in 2020 when they won the bubble championship. I think he was an amazing player. After that, it's been one injury after another, and it's a shame because that guy's a ball player, man, but he can't stay on the floor.
Yeah.
Embiid part 2. Embiid part 2.
And that's crazy. You bring up Joel Embiid, and we're not even talking about Jaylen Brown right now.
I know. That's crazy.
We're still talking about LeBron James.
And Jaylen Brown, that was that again. What do you gain by moving off of him, the Celtics? Why? I don't get that at all.
Brad Stevens, man.
I was scratching my head at that one. He's been your best player the past 5 years.
28.6 points per game.
Yeah, and you move off that guy?
It was personal, man.
It had to have been.
It was personal.
It's stupid.
And not only that, did you move off of him? You put him in the same division and in the same conference.
That's stupid.
And the team that knocked you out last year.
That's stupid.
If I'm him, I got something for you. Every time I play you, man, I'm going for 50 every single well.
Hey, remember Dottle going up against his former team? He runs for 300 yards. Against Dallas.
Yeah. Let me tell you guys
Remember that?
Oh, man.
The vengeance game?
You go up against your team that just not, boy, you go to, I used to go to sleep early when I played my team that traded me.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
What? I mean, when I got traded from Philly to Sacramento, we flipped jerseys and I played in Philly. I had a double-double that game and got on the plane and peace out.
Man.
It does piss you off, doesn't it?
Hell yeah. I had like 16 and like 15 or something like that.
Good for you.
I was like, what? Let's keep this moving. Yeah, I'm on a winning team. Let's see how this goes. Turned out pretty good, man. I had a great career.
Yeah.
One more segment, you guys. We'll be right back. We're not talking anymore.
Politics.
FIBA and red cards and all that, you guys. So let's keep that out of there. But our USA team is kicking off against Belgium in 20 minutes. I am really, really stoked about this. USA men have been kind of mediocre to a certain extent. It's always been the women. So I'm excited to see how this unfolds. We'll be right back for one more segment. You listen to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. You're listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. I got Jonah in here with me today producing you guys, and I got my guy Ed Nunez from the Pit Press. And I got Eric Strauss in here. You can catch him over on KKOB at the top of the hour at 6 for Monday Blues, you guys. My guy Zach Brandt, Capital Ford Santa Fe, sent me this, that the Warriors now know asking price for Bronny James Lakers trade. So the Warriors are still trying to trade for Bronny, thinking that the Warriors still have a chance to be able to get him, right? So I did call this, you guys, to where wherever Bronny goes, his daddy's probably going to end up there, to where Rich Paul, Clutch Sports, who's LeBron's agent, who's a friend of mine, is handling his business as usual. You guys, I'm not surprised. So I had to drop that. And then you got the Denver Nuggets. They're still in the mix, too. Yeah, man, it's going to be interesting to see how this unfolds. But in 12 minutes, we got U.S. taking on Belgium in round 16. I'm really excited about this game. Obviously, our USA team has been playing some great soccer, you guys. Obviously, being down against the last team they played, Bosnia, down one man and still was able to score. I think our USA soccer team, men's team, is going through a lot of resilience right now, and they're fighting through adversity. I'm excited for this game. It's going to be a challenge, but I feel like our USA squad is going to have to control the tempo to a certain extent, which is they've been doing pretty heavily as of late. So I'm excited to see how this unfolds. What's your thoughts
to
there,
me,
Eric?
it comes down to lucky breaks. I hate to say that. But I've watched all these World Cup games, and it's been a game of inches and lucky breaks. I'm telling you that.
Totally agree.
It's if we can get some lucky breaks, man.
It's random, right?
It's rando.
Yeah.
It's rando.
What's your thoughts there, Ed?
Balogun has 3 World Cup goals, so it's important that he's in the lineup. It says here, the U.S. needs to create chances early. We saw Mexico had more. You mentioned it, Eric.
Yeah.
They had more attacks than England, but England's goalkeeper made some fantastic saves. He did. Stretched out.
Crazy.
Blocked one at the top.
He blocked a free
kick. Yes. So I think you're absolutely right about that. Saying here the post-select needs to attack isolated defenders.
Yeah,
and Eric, I think one of the things, the other point is finish the set pieces, man. You saw England do that when they had the chance.
Yep.
They're in the box.
You can't miss the ones you get. You got to put in the net.
Yeah,
because you're gonna get 1 or 2, and you can't miss on those opportunities. You have to put them in the back of the net.
It just seems like who's ever controlling the majority of the possessions, it seems like they're being more aggressive, obviously, right? Have you guys seen that those are the teams that are excelling more, or like it goes back to what you said, Eric? It seemed like it's a little bit random, and these scores are coming in late because it seems like teams are not wanting to take chances.
Dude, Mexico controlled possession.
They did.
Yeah. They controlled the whole game, and they still lost by a goal. Yeah. It's a crazy. That was one of the crazier games I've seen. Same thing with Holland. Yeah. I don't think Holland super outplayed Brazil, but you look at the breaks they got, and Holland taking advantage of his opportunities, and that's what you have to do.
No, he did. He did. You're absolutely right about that.
It's just a game of luck almost. I hate to say that. You got to set yourself up, but you got to take advantage of your opportunities.
No, Paraguay. Think about it. France, that was a close one. Everybody didn't think Paraguay was going to win. Next thing you know, France scored at the end of that one.
And what was the final there?
1-0.
Mbappe scored the goal, and I guess Paraguay had been trying to taunt him and get him into fouls.
No.
They said after the game he wouldn't even shake the hand. He just kept walking.
Taunt.
Because they were just, they tried to get under his skin, and it didn't work.
I think my son won his parlay if Mbappe scored.
Okay.
He did.
Yeah.
He's one of the guys that's chasing the record, right?
Yes.
Golden boot.
See, hey, me and Ed and Eric, hey, we watching soccer, you guys. Hey, you got to pick up on what we dropping right now. So who was supposed to win between Portugal and Spain? Because Spain won 1-0 earlier today. That kicked off at 2:00, you guys. Spain won 1-0. Wasn't Spain? Jonah, do you know
Spain's
this?
the favored, yeah.
Spain was supposed to win.
Okay, cool. I thought Spain and France, they're still one of the top 2. And England, after beating Mexico, they're still right there in the mix. Once again, you guys, we still got Argentina playing Egypt tomorrow in the first game. And then after that, tomorrow, you got Switzerland taking on Colombia. Have you guys seen Colombia at all?
Colombia's good, dude.
Yeah,
they're good?
Yeah. They're good, yeah. They're a sneaky good little team. Yeah, and their fans are passionate.
It just seems like to me, Ed, I'm just trying to pay attention to the teams that are like being aggressive and attacking, right?
Yep.
That's just what it seems like to me. And this is the first year I'm actually paying attention to the World Cup. It's actually exciting.
I've enjoyed the heck out of it. Last night's match was exciting, and I was telling Kenny, my daughter-in-law, you should have seen her standing up the whole game. Let's go! And
who was she rooting for?
Mexico.
Oh, she's rooting for Mexico. She really wanted them to win.
She must have been heartbroken.
You know what? She was, but she's ready for tonight. Another match with the United States.
Jonah, what you got as far as the World Cup, my guy? I know you've been watching a little bit. You got anything on here?
Cape Verde is the best story to come out of this.
No, it is.
Oh, yeah. Got a point there.
But they didn't win.
Island?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They were the 67th best team. They're not even supposed to get out of in the group stage, and they went toe-to-toe with the best player to ever play soccer. So, and they were not supposed to be here. They're the best
Did they play Ronaldo?
No, they play Messi.
Oh,
Messi.
It's one of them, dudes. It's one of the 2.
So, what I didn't know is now that I've watched from the rain delay with Mexico, because they had that 2-hour delay, I never watched a Hand of God game, but they were showing highlights of this. Have you guys seen this?
No.
Talking about egregious calls? I mean, Maradona literally handed a ball into the goal, and they didn't call it. And Argentina won.
Did they have the review then?
No.
See, that's why.
That's why.
That's why.
Did you see? You know this game?
No.
The Hand of God game? Yeah. He literally handed the ball in, and they call it the Hand of God, but it was he handed it in. And you're like, how and England got screwed because they were showing all the times England had gotten screwed in Azteca Stadium because it was like, and finally they got over Mexico. Finally.
Wow.
This year.
Yeah.
Since they haven't won one since the 60s.
Wow.
England.
Felt like we haven't won one since the 50s.
We've never won one. We've never won a World Cup.
We've never won a World Cup?
Never.
If we win this game, this is the farthest we've ever been.
Ever been.
I thought they made the quarters in 2002, didn't they?
We've never won a World Cup.
No, it's always Sweet 16. I say Sweet 16, round of 16.
Yep.
Yeah. Never been past it.
Yeah.
That would be, as we say in Spanish, a milagro if they won the World Cup.
Yeah.
It would be.
Yeah.
Thanks, my guy Jonah. I appreciate you as always, bro. Thanks, Ed Nunez from the Pit Press. Thanks, my guy Eric Strauss. You can catch him over on KKOB at the top of the hour, my guy, as always. Thank you. You can go to Kenny Thomas Golf, KennyThomasGolf.com, you guys, to register for my golf tournament. And you can catch me over on KOB4 at 10 and 6, Monday through Friday this week. I will get with you tomorrow. I will have Clayton Shields on for Bro Time, and I will have Eric Strauss in here as well at 5, you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Be safe. Talk to you soon. Thanks for listening to Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Channel.